The Lakers had big hopes this season. They made some noise with the Luka trade and finished the regular season looking strong, but when the playoffs started, everything fell apart. They lost in just 5 games to the Timberwolves and never looked like the better team. It wasn't just about getting knocked out early, it was how flat and unprepared they looked the entire series. This kind of ending doesn't just hurt, it brings pressure. The Lakers didn't have any major injuries or setbacks to blame. They simply didn't show up when it mattered. For a team that was seen as a contender, that's a big problem. Fans expected more, and now there are serious doubts about whether this team can deliver with the current setup. Now the focus shifts to what's next. And it's not just about fixing mistakes, it's about saving the future. Because the way things ended, the Lakers don't have time to wait or rebuild slowly. They need answers right now, and everything starts with their biggest piece, Luka. Luka's future with the Lakers is already a big question. He has a player option in 2026, and if things don't go right next season, he could walk. That means the team only has a short window to convince him to stay. He's the centerpiece now, and the entire direction of the franchise depends on what he decides in the next year. There's already been talk about his shape, his focus, and how things ended this season, but no matter what anyone says, the Lakers can't afford to let him go. They made a huge move by trading for him, and they knew the risk. Now they have to do everything possible to keep him happy, because if he leaves, they're left with nothing to show for it. Keeping Luka isn't just about offering a big contract, it's about giving him a team that can win, a roster that fits his style, competes hard, and gives him a real shot at a title. If they fail to do that, the Lakers could end up back where they were before, stuck, struggling, and watching other teams pass them by. When the Lakers traded for Luka, it wasn't just about the present, it was about the future. They knew LeBron was near the end of his career, and they needed a new star to lead the team after he's gone. Luka was supposed to be that answer, young, talented, and already proven, but the pressure of replacing a legend like LeBron is no small thing. This move was meant to open a new championship window. The front office believed that pairing Luka with the right group could keep the team in the title race even after LeBron steps away. But now, with the playoff failure and questions surrounding Luka's commitment, that vision feels shaky. The Lakers bet big on this shift, and it hasn't paid off yet. What's most concerning is the timing. The Lakers don't have years to figure this out. If they can't build something serious around Luka quickly, they risk losing both him and the chance to compete at a high level. This plan was supposed to lead the franchise into the next era. Instead, it might leave them stuck in the middle with no clear direction. LeBron's future is still up in the air. Every offseason now feels like a waiting game. Will he stay or will he retire? He has a player option this summer, and while nothing is official, most signs point to him running it back for at least one more year. He still looks motivated, and playing alongside Luka seems to have given him a new spark. The Lakers know how valuable LeBron still is. Even at this stage in his career, his presence changes everything, from leadership to playmaking. He may not carry the team like he once did, but his impact on and off the court remains massive. Losing him would leave a huge hole, and the front office has to be ready for either outcome. LeBron could sign another short-term deal, just like he's done in recent years. That gives him flexibility while keeping the Lakers committed, but they can't rely on him forever. So while he might stick around another season, the team has to start planning for life after LeBron right now, not after he's gone. The Lakers are staring at a financial deadline. A big chunk of their roster, including key players like Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and Dorian Finney-Smith, could hit free agency in 2026. That means they have one season left to prove this team works before tough contract decisions start piling up. It's not just about money, it's about timing. If the Lakers can't show progress next year, they risk losing multiple pieces at once. That would force a reset they're not prepared for. With Luka's option also lined up for 2026, the pressure isn't just high, it's urgent. They have to win now or risk a total unraveling. The front office doesn't have much room for mistakes. Every move this offseason matters, and every dollar they spend needs to bring real value. One wrong decision, and they could head into 2026 with an unhappy star, expensive contracts, and no path forward. The Lakers don't have many trade tools left. They've already moved several future first-round picks, including 2025, 2027, and 2029. What's left are some pick swaps and long-term picks in 2031 or 2032. That doesn't give them a lot of flexibility if they want to make big changes to the roster. Earlier, they tried to trade for Mark Williams, hoping to finally fix the center position. That deal fell apart, and they ended the season without a real solution at the 5. It was a gamble that didn't pay off, and it showed in the playoffs, where they struggled badly with size and rebounding. Still, the front office has shown they're willing to take risks. Even with limited picks, they've been open to making deals they believe will help right away. But with fewer assets left, every trade comes with more weight. They have to be smart, especially with their margin for error so thin. On paper, the Lakers have a solid roster. They've got stars like LeBron and Luka, and role players who fit well. Guys like Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and Dorian Finney-Smith. There's a nice balance of scoring, defense, and experience. But even with those strengths, one hole stands out: the center position. They went into the postseason without a reliable big man. Jackson Hayes barely played, and the team had to go small way too often. That left them exposed on defense and on the glass. It's no secret, they need a true center who can protect the rim and handle big playoff minutes. Even someone like Clint Capella, who isn't in his prime anymore, would be a big step up from what they have now. Some fans want the team to trade Austin Reeves to shake things up, but that could backfire. His contract is still team-friendly, and he plays an important role on both ends. Unless a major star becomes available, and that's unlikely, the smarter move might be to keep the group mostly together, fill the gap at center, and give this roster one real shot to compete. Next season could go two very different ways for the Lakers. If they fix the center spot and get solid play from their stars, they could make a real playoff run. With LeBron's leadership and Luka's talent, they have the pieces to compete. Add a dependable big man, and they're right back in the mix as a threat in the West. But the other path is far more dangerous. If the team starts slow, the pressure will build fast. There will be talk about trading Luka before the deadline, just to avoid losing him for nothing. If he's unhappy or the roster underperforms, the situation could spiral. Combine that with LeBron possibly retiring, and the Lakers might be facing a total collapse. In that worst case scenario, they'd be left with expensive contracts, no star, and no high draft picks for years. It's a risk they knew when they made the Luka trade, and now, the time to prove it was the right call is almost up. What happens next will shape not just one season, but the entire future of the franchise.